Hey guys, Matt Dieterich here. We're at OBSTech, just finishing up doing a time lapse of some of the domes behind me, which shooting the Magellanic Clouds rotating around the celestial pole looks darn beautiful. A few clouds passing tonight, so I figured a time lapse would be pretty cool to set up. Just doing 15-second exposures with 2 seconds in between each exposure, and went around, took a few more shots before a few more of the clouds rolled in, but still a beautiful night to hang out and stargaze. We're just live viewing the Milky Way. This is ISO 64000 f1.4, and the shutter speed is 1/4 of a second. It's 24mm lens. It's pretty impressive. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm just setting up a pretty cool shoot over the Andes here at OBSTech in Chile. And what I'm doing is, with a 135mm lens in a full spectrum Canon EOS R5, I'm shooting Rho Ophiuchi rising over the mountains. So it's giving this cool forced perspective look, and I'm gonna blend that with a stacked and then unstacked image, so you have the clean mountain line without the tracking blurring the actual mountain. I mean, it's just absolutely spectacular hanging out here and stargazing, watching the Milky Way rise over the Andes. It's just so dry and clear, and the higher altitude really makes the night sky pop. I mean, just looking up at the dark nebulae, the emu that they call it, that's the dark nebulae head up by the Southern Cross, looks spectacular. And the large and small Magellanic Clouds to the south, and that's rotating around the celestial pole. So this little tracker is aimed to the south because we're in the southern hemisphere. If we were in the north, I would be aiming this the opposite direction to get nice long tracked exposures. Okay, so I'm just setting up another shoot, aiming this one towards a little bit to the right of the core of the galaxy, just up above the mountain. I don't have the mountain in this exposure this time because it's just getting too high, but I'm going to set up and do about a 3-minute exposure at ISO 6400 and then f2.8. So I have a time lapse running down here of the Milky Way rising, so I'm going to go take a look and make sure all the exposures are coming out great. Alright, that time lapse is looking epic. Wow, Milky Way is going crazy. So I'm just setting up another shot with the Canon full spectrum R5, going through with the 135mm lens, making sure that I have the composition the right way and that I'm in focus. So I'm just doing a quick 30-second shot on the tracker, and then I'm going to do a couple minute shots and just let them run away and collect some great data. Okay, so I just set up the tracker to run another sequence of data for the Large Magellanic Cloud here, and we're just gonna hang out, relax, and stargaze now that the system is running. I mean, it's absolutely just one of the coolest experiences the last few nights, just watching the Milky Way rise over the Andes behind me. I mean, the core of the Milky Way is so big that it takes two hands at arm's length to block it out, the core of the galaxy, and it still is a little bit wider than that as it is. That's how bright and wide the core of the Milky Way is under good dark skies. And there's nothing like it for just the aspect of feeling connected to the universe beyond anything else, just stargazing. It's so human. It's amazing. Alright, so here is the first sub. I'm just doing 2.5 minute subs because I'm not auto guiding. So let's go ahead and zoom in and see how it looks. Looks pretty sweet. Oh yeah, the guiding, lack thereof guiding, just running unguided single shots here. They look awesome. It's amazing. Tarantula Nebula there. Okay, so that's gonna be cool. So I'm just making sure that's in focus and we're not having any issues with trailing. So I'm going to let these run and do an hour of data. An hour of 2-minute sub exposures. 2.5 minutes.